guys, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at your weekly energy. So what's going on with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Cross watchers are always welcome. And the energy is timeless. It's fluid. So as long as the message resonates, then you know it's meant for you. If it doesn't, don't even worry about it, right? Give yourself the grace and the freedom to let spirit speak to you. Ooh, messages of peace in the highest and best way. All right. All right. So let's look. What do you guys need to be mindful of this week? Okay, so reproach. It's kind of being above board. Where do you need to have a little bit more integrity, more understanding? Not specifically giving in to someone. I don't hear it in that way, but maybe giving them a little more understanding and patience. I feel like you're dealing with someone who might not be in the same vibration as you, meaning, you know, they just have some work. They have some maturity to grow through. They're not really on the same page. There is a communication coming through around this. I think you are going to get some clarity this week about where, you know, and this has kind of been popping up over the past couple readings where someone is functioning out of a lot of emotion, letting their anger, their temper get the best of them is what I'm hearing. I feel like they need you to listen to them, you know, or yeah, I mean, I hear it as that. I mean, I don't really feel like they're going to be reaching out or connecting anytime soon. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a hard... I feel like it's really grounding into like some of the issues that have been present for you in this situation. There is love here, but there is a lot of pain. This often comes like when we've been in a relationship for a long time or people that we're close to that we know. We see the interweaving of these two energies. I feel like one person looks way better than the other person does. And I feel like both parties kind of know that. All right, let's look into this a little more, Sagittarius. Okay, so Knight of Swords. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, air energy, making plans, decisions. This is kind of confirmation of that physical pain. So whoever chose the lower vibrational route, I will say, someone who was reacting versus, you know, kind of being a little more grounded and stable in their response. I feel like they're trying to get some type of message across. But I feel like they're still battling and fighting within themselves, you know. And maybe that's kind of where that, you know, dynamic falls into play, like the duality that we see. Yeah, for you, it's just, I mean, I feel like you just don't want to deal with the BS. Like, you want to be happy. Find a way to have harmony and balance. The sun is governed by Leo energy, fire energy. That could be you. I mean, I think this is a lot of clarity coming through this time of contemplation. I feel like there's been a lot of light shed onto how this person handles stuff. It does show them coming in with that offer, trying to right their wrongs is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's that message, that communication. They might not, you know, what I'm hearing is like they might not do it directly, but inadvertently. Yeah, there's that confirmation with the Seven of Swords. So trying different tactics. They don't want to reveal too much of themselves. They don't want to be thrown under the bus, right? Because again, there's a lot of pain for them in this situation. And I feel like there's pain for both of you, you know? But I also feel like they want to address it. They want to communicate. They probably just like don't really even know what to say. They're not very, they don't have a lot of integrity. And maybe that's why this reproach card is coming up. Oftentimes, like, if we're dealing with someone who's just not as mature, it's easy to kind of go down to their level, right? And not in a way to throw shade at anyone. We all have our own level of maturity, of life experience. This person is probably used to getting their way, is what I'm hearing. And they do like to start conflict. It's kind of like how they operate. I feel like they're used to fighting. Maybe they're always on the defensive. You know, they're just ready at the drop of the hat for a fight. And so they might internalize some of the communication, the action, the behavior from your end as though you're trying to pick a fight with them. But I don't get that out of your energy at all. If anything, I get more of this element of withdrawing, kind of like, you know, like you don't want to be in the middle of all this, because for you, in your mind, you guys can be happy. There is a way to work around this. But it's very hard to do when someone just focuses on the pain only, right? Because all that's going to do is create more toxicity and more pain. They're not rational, unfortunately. It's immaturity, right? It's the Knight to the King. And this is the energy that they're blocking, is that King of Swords. That inability to really see things from a clear perspective. Not taking the time to step aside, to contemplate, to really see all the different, this Five of Swords keeps coming up. Like, a lot of people this week are just like not giving in. There's these really strong boundaries, people being difficult. And it's funny, I think I've said this at a couple of the beginnings of the videos, is it's just like, it's not the worst behavior, but it's just like enough to be annoying, you know? Yeah. This is someone who's self-protected. They're not gonna like spill their secrets. This is a really hard energy as a reader to see, because it's someone who I see them wanting to, but not taking action to. And it's actually just hindering them in this whole process, because it's making things way messier, way worse than what it has to be. I do feel like they're going to connect with you at some point. This is probably after they have some time to think about it. Yeah. Trying to claim, oh yeah, let's work on it. Let's figure it out. Let's find harmony. New beginnings, fresh start. Let's look at the energy around this, though. Can they be trusted? Because I don't know, man. Yeah, it's about their own success. It's not about you. You know this person, obviously, better than I do. So, I feel like they need you for something. They need you to make it work. Yeah, there's that confirmation right there with that Queen of Cups. They need you to be on their side. And it's the same, like, I feel like there's that fire energy again. Like, it's, again, it goes back to what I was saying about stooping to their level. It's like, if you take them up on their offer, it's going to be more of the same, you know? Now you're vibing as the Knight of Wands, right? So you end up matching their vibration, matching their energy. And it's just more of the same, right? More of the defensive, having this combative behavior. I mean, hearing it's like, you know what will happen if you get into bed with them. And it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, a romantic thing, yeah. But it's just, I feel like it's a really, really, really good time for you, Sagittarius, to kind of just cut things off, you know. I think that's also where this reproach energy comes from. My mom says this phrase, like, be above reproach, right? Be above reproach. Basically meaning, like, you know, you gotta stand up and be the person with integrity and do what's highest and best for the situation as a whole. Not just succumb to them because they ask you to. This is someone coming from a really immature place, you know. Their level of maturity, this is Page of Cups, it's like baby energy. It's someone who doesn't even know what they're doing. And that's why it's like they're so freaked out about getting what they want, looking a certain way, coming across a certain way to the people that are around them, etc. They need you to play into the game in order to keep playing the game, Sagittarius. And if you do, like I said, it's just going to be worse for you. That's such a restrictive and stressful energy to be under. It's just someone who's always causing problems, always causing drama, always causing chaos. And remember, this is sneaky energy. You know they need to communicate with you. You know? And even though, yes, like, and this happens in life, there is love here, there's also a lot of pain. And you're going to know, I mean, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to get back into this when you've climbed this far out of it? I'm going to pull one card for them first. Card for you and a card for the situation. All right, guys. Back to nature. They need to ground a little bit. They're probably, I'm hearing, like, stuck in a fantasy world. There's really grandiose ideas about how they think things are going to unfold, and it's just, like, not even true. So it's like taking them with a grain of salt right now because they're not very stable. They're not grounded. You know, and I feel like for you, it's looking at what this is triggering for you, or why do you feel the need to make this okay? Why do you feel the need to disempower yourself is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Using that wisdom, especially if you guys have been down this road before with this person, there's a lot of selfish energy. There's a lot of hidden energy with them, not fully divulging. And I think you see it, especially with this Sun card. I think it's also very different from what you had anticipated or expected. So it's forcing you to kind of really look at things. Like I said, I do feel like there is love. But I think sometimes, you know, it is that idea that love does not have to be painful. It should not be painful. Usually that's a sign of conditioned love, toxicity, unhealthy dynamics, which I know you're way better than that, Sagittarius. So I hope this helped, guys. I'm sending so much love and blessing to whatever you're navigating through. I know these things aren't easy at all. I'm here to support in whatever way possible. If you enjoyed the reading, if it resonated, definitely give me a big thumbs up. Drop comments below. I love to hear where you guys are at. Build, grow the community. Thank you for all your love and support. I so appreciate you. Lots of love and blessings back to you.